It's a mess washing clothes in this old washing machine. How I wish we had a new one. I also forgot that Puta needs a laptop for his schoolwork. It's been some time since we went shopping.
It's now zero.
What? Is everything over?
No. When you buy with the People's Credit Card, the interest is zero.
Buy anything you please with a People's Credit Card from selected outlets and pay it off within 36 months with zero interest. Offer valid till December 31st at selected outlets. More details at www.peoplesbank.lk.
In a few moments, the news.
Buy anything you please with a People's Credit Card from selected outlets with zero interest.
This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
.6:15, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Dulmin Samarasinghe and read by Niranjan Abesundara. The President say the local health service can eradicate the COVID-19. Head W unit says that a person will not get infected with coronavirus through blood donations. Alternate methods will be used to continue education. Registering of new vehicles online will commence next week. In world news, Biden to launch COVID-19 task force while Trump plans rallies to protest election. Sports news, Julius buys to pay millions of dollars in FIFA corruption case. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa say the local health service can eradicate the COVID-19. Main support of the people is needed to do so. The pandemic is a health issue. It is the responsibility of the health sector and government to protect the people from the virus and take forward the country. The President emphasized that local doctors and health service are capable of achieving this target. The President mentioned this when the President's Task Force Eradicate met this morning at the Presidential Secretariat. There are three alternatives that can be taken in the wake of the pandemic. They are imposing the curfew and locking down the country, not doing anything, and controlling the illness. The President said that the third alternative was selected to maintain the country as usual. Doctors and health staff are able to identify the patients and treat them in the first stage. Therefore, intensive care services were not needed. The people also support the control the spread of the coronavirus and to refrain from getting infected. The present situation occurred as media and people forgot everything and neglected their responsibilities of satisfactorily controlling the coronavirus. The country cannot be kept locked down until the pandemic is eradicated from the world. Action should be taken while understanding the reality. Infected persons were reported daily even from areas that had been locked down for 40 days. It shows the pandemic cannot be eradicated by locking down areas. The easiest way is to close down the country, but the people should be assisted in their livelihood. Therefore, the President has stressed that it is his responsibility to protect the economy by maintaining all sectors including agriculture, fisheries and employment. The head of the epidemiology unit, Ministry of Health, Dr. Sudha Samarira, says COVID-19 will not be contracted due to blood donations. Therefore, he said, people should not be afraid to donate blood. Since there's a shortage of blood, donors could contact the National Blood Transfusion Centre in Narayanpet to do so. Director of the centre, Dr. Lakshman Nedrisinghe, said a date and a time should be reserved by calling early to donate blood. He said the time could be reserved by calling a telephone number 0112 369 931. 0112 369 931. It has been emphasized that alternate methods should be used to continue with education of children. The Secretary of the State Ministry of Education, Education Reforms, Open University and Distance Education Promotion, Dr. Upali Seldara, said they have launched a program in this regard. The National Institute of Education main school in the Western Province, Tamil medium schools, and the Provincial Education Department will join the program. Educational programs related to the subject are being compiled using electronic media and information technology. Dr. Seldara said discussions have been held with the state and private media institutions on broadcasting the programs. Main subjects from grade 3 to 11 are expected to be done under this method. Broadcasting of all main subjects of GCE A-level examination in Sinhala, Tamil and English languages will commence from the 15th of this month. The Department of Motor Traffic says that registering of new vehicles online will commence next week. State Minister Thirum Amargama said the facility will be made available to Met Main Office and district offices. At present, vehicle transfer, the issuing of driving licenses takes place online at Hambantota, Jaffna and Radapura district offices. Mr. Prasad Ranatunga said that 25,784 families in the Gampa district who lost their livelihood due to the pandemic received the 5,000 rupee allowance last Friday. More than 1.4 billion rupees had been spent on the allowance. The government allocated more than 2.7 billion rupees to grant allowances to 544,000 families in the district. MP Andhra Pradesh Yapa has been appointed as the chairman of the Committee of Public Accounts. The committee met at the Parliament complex today. A preliminary round of discussion took place about the future activities of the committee. It will meet again on Thursday. The committee will discuss the appropriation bill on that day. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Buy anything you please with a People's Credit Card from selected outlets with zero interest.
Railway General Manager Jolanta Fernandez said that although office trains operated this morning, there were only a few commuters. He said it is essential to follow health guidelines when travelling in the trains. Any problems can be conveyed over hotline number 1971. He told SLBC that trade unions are giving the maximum support to the measures. Popular singer W.D.R.S. Singh has passed away at the age of 64. According to his family, he passed away this afternoon. He was known for his popular songs such as Mahavasita Pera, Ma Langatamatawa Langvila, and Tisarasura, and many more. He was an A-grade artist of the SLBC. His family's state funeral arrangements will be notified later. And that ends local news for now.
Buy anything you please with a People's Credit Card from selected outlets and pay it off within 36 months with zero interest. More details at www.peoplesbank.lk.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
595 COVID-19 patients have recovered and discharged from hospitals, bringing the total number of recoveries to 8,880. Health Minister said that 5,014 patients are currently receiving treatment at several hospitals island-wide. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
On to Watchlight, Central Mail Exchange decided to resume selected services from tomorrow onwards. Express Mail Service Courier, Business Mail and Sri Lanka Post Courier services will continue following the relaxation of the quarantine curfew. Delivering of letters to government officers in the city of Colombo suburbs will resume on Wednesday. That came to you in Watchlight. On to world news. Biden is to launch COVID-19 task force while Trump plans rallies to protest election. WHO chief welcomes efforts to strengthen the organization. The UN opens Libya peace talks in Tunis. President-elect Joe Biden will convene a coronavirus task force today to examine the number one problem confronting him when he takes office in January, while President Donald Trump pursues several long-shot gambits to hold on to his job. Biden is due to meet with an advisory board led by former Surgeon General Vivek Murthy and former Food and Drug Administration Commissioner Dr. Kessel to examine how best to tame a pandemic that has killed more than 27,000 Americans. The World Health Organization chief opened a key meeting addressing the pandemic today by welcoming efforts to strengthen the Geneva-based body through reform. WHO Director General Tedros Ghebreyesus said they welcome any and all efforts to strengthen this organization for the sake of the people they serve. He was addressing the annual ministerial session WHO's 194 member states that resumed today. United Nations opened talks on Libya's future in Tunisia today aimed at ending nearly a decade of chaos and bloodshed by arranging elections, but obstacles remain despite progress in cementing last month's ceasefire. Acting UN Libya envoy Stephanie Williams had described it as the best opportunity in 6 years to end the turmoil and warfare that has plagued the North African oil-exporting country since 2011. And back to the headline to the world news. Biden is to launch COVID-19 task force while Trump plans rallies to protect the protest election. WHO chief welcomes efforts to strengthen the organization. UN opens Libya peace talks in Tunis. That was world news.
Development News is brought to you by...
When Aya bought a motorbike, he bought 2 helmets. So sweet of him. I'm sure the other one is for me.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchies Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchies Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan neveyi.
Mr. Johnson Fernandez said the government will provide electricity to around 7,000 houses in the Kilinochchi and Mullaitivu districts very soon. He was addressing a district committee meeting yesterday in the Jaffna district secretariat. The committee meeting was attended by government, opposition MPs from Kilinochchi and Mullaitivu districts. Government, opposition MPs requested authorities to take immediate steps to provide electricity to the people of the districts. That came to you in Development News.
When Tati bought a new family car, it wasn't just for the 4 of us.
It's a 10-seater van. Enough for friends and relatives too.
Mummy insisted on building an extra room in our new house.
Well, you never know who'll come to stay. We need more pillows too.
When I was studying late, Nangi would come by to help.
No, I don't know physics, but I do know you need a Munchie Super Cream Cracker.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others.
When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves.
Munchie Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan neveyi.
On to sports news. Julius Baer has made an agreement with the U.S. Department of Justice to settle allegations of its role in corruption surrounding the global soccer body FIFA. The bank has been taking a provision of $79.7 million to cover expected fines after agreeing in principle to a 3-year deferred prosecution agreement. Julius Baer said it expects to finalize a resolution of the matter shortly. Switzerland's third largest private bank said it had been cooperating with the Department of Justice since 2015 in the agency's investigation of alleged money laundering and corruption involving officials and affiliates of FIFA and associated sports media and marketing companies. 7-time Cup Series champion Jimmy Johnson rounded out his storied National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing NASCAR career with a 5th-place finish in the Phoenix on Sunday and said his heart was full as he gets to embark on move to IndyCar next year. Johnson, who is 6th in NASCAR's all-time win list with 83 victories, got a standing ovation from spectators when he was introduced at Phoenix Raceway. That was Sports News.
Empower your dreams with NSV Wings. NSV Wings. Recharge the high goals.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
In recognition of its outstanding committee during COVID-19 period, Electrogas Lanka Sri Lanka's national supply of LPG has been awarded prestigious LPG Industry Awards, the Argus WLPG Award for COVID-19 Resilience. The Argus LPG Award have partnered this year with the World LPG Association and was staged during an ELPG week, which was held online due to the COVID-19 pandemic. That was Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
The wait is over and it's time for you to experience happiness. It's time to remap the graph for success. It's time to rebuild your empire. It's time to initiate your entrepreneur dreams. Empower your dreams with NSB Wings. Get your 2-year personal loan for just 7% per annum, starting from 500,000 rupees to 10 million rupees. All you need is just one guarantee. NSB Wings. Recharge the high goals.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
The Colombo Stock Exchange has launched an action plan to address key areas relating to the process of listing a company on stock exchange. It is the objective of enhancing its efficiency, thereby better serving the funding requirements of companies belonging to both state and private sectors. Action plan will further simplify the process, eliminate any redundant approval steps, reduce documentation and improve the time to market for companies, new and follow-on offerings of equity and debt. That was Equity News.
Congratulations on your promotion. Heard you gave a treat for everyone in your department yesterday.
Yeah.
When will be our treat, huh?
Well, how about today?
Oh no, I was just joking. We'll have a party with your new salary.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And now to the Weather Department says showers or thunder shall occur tomorrow at times in the northern, eastern, north central provinces. Shower thunder shall will occur at several places elsewhere in the afternoon tomorrow as well. Heavy showers of 100 millimeters can be expected some places in the western, Sabaragamu, southern and central provinces. Misty conditions can be expected some places in the central, Sabaragamu, western lower provinces and the Gaul and Matra districts tomorrow morning as well. And back to the headlines of the news. The president said that the local health service can eradicate the COVID-19. Head of the unit says the person will not get infected with coronavirus through blood donations. Alternative methods will be used to continue education. Registering of new vehicles online will commence next week. In world news, Biden to launch COVID-19 task force, while Trump plans rally to protect the election. In sports news, Julius Baer is to pay millions of dollars in FIFA corruption case.